Hey guys, we're at the zoo today and we're going to make our famous super bubble mix. My name is Brooke, I'm an educator here, and I'm here with Emily.
Hi everyone!
I'm going to teach her how to make bubbles because she actually hasn't done it yet.
I've never made bubbles before, at least not this way. Usually I get the mixes that are already prepared from the store, so I am super excited to learn how to actually make my own, and it seems pretty easy.
Oh, it's super easy, and you know what? We're going to make a whole gallon of it, so we get to play as long as we want.
Well, that sounds great. So how would I start?
Well, we're going to find this mysterious item called Xantham Gum.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, I think I've heard of that, but I have no idea where to find it.
Well, you can usually find it in the baking aisle, but if it's not there, it's next to the gluten-free stuff because they use it a lot in gluten-free cooking because it helps things stick together, and it's going to help our bubbles stick together so they don't pop as easy. So we're gonna make it with 1 teaspoon. I only have a half teaspoon, so that means I'm gonna do 2. 1/2 and a full.
That's just basic math.
There we go. Next, Emily, you know what this is? Seen this before?
Baking powder. Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, so we're gonna use 1 tablespoon of this. You should be able to find this just in your cupboard. It's pretty staple to have in a house.
Yeah, you know, I think I do have that already, so it's a good thing I won't have to buy that anew.
There we go, keep that sealed. All right, next, we're gonna use some dish soap, also called Dawn Platinum. Platinum works the best, but you know, we're not gonna be picky, use what you got. And we're gonna get 8 ounces. So that's 1 cup, 8 ounces. We'll do it the quick way and just take off the top, because I'm an expert at this. Emily might want to leave the cap on, right?
I don't know, yeah, sometimes I do make a big mess.
It doesn't have to be 100% precise. Usually, you know, when you're measuring things, you leave it on the ground, you get level, and you check, but bubbles, we're not eating it. Doesn't make it 100% perfect. So, just gonna put it in there.
So then what happens?
Well, just to make sure that we don't have any clumps later of the powder that we have in here, we're gonna go ahead and mix this just with the soap and the powders. That way it's just a little bit easier. It's gonna look like some type of weird light blue slurry until we don't have any more clumps left.
Okay, that's good to know.
So we're gonna make this in a gallon pitcher, which means we gotta fill up the rest of it with water, which is gonna be about 16 cups. But we're making 1 gallon of bubbles. We're making it in a gallon container. I'm just gonna fill the rest up with water. Now you want to try to do it slow so you don't have too many bubbles on top, otherwise you end up making a mess.
That's good. It's because, you know, sometimes I think that I might get too excited and just pour it all in at once.
Oh yeah, you should see when we make lots of bubbles in the same day. The sink is just full of bubbles.
How much do you have to make in one day here in Kids Zone?
Well, on the slower days, like Mondays and stuff, we usually make a whole bunch of them because it will last a while. And that way, when there's a heavy traffic day with a whole bunch of kids playing, they'll have all the bubbles they want. Usually use about 2 gallons in a day.
Wow.
Yeah, unless it's like a weekend when there's a holiday, in which case we can go through a lot of bubbles. But the thing is, we want to make sure that we made the bubbles ahead of time.
Oh, you don't want to make them the same day?
No, because when there's lots of people in the zoo, we have to be out here helping them. And then we can't go in the back and make all the bubbles. Also, there's a trick with this bubble mix. It works better later. So 1 day later, it will stick together and it will just work way better than the first day you make it.
Oh, that's really good to know.
Yeah, so this right now that we just finished, we'll use it tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Brooke, for showing me how to make those bubbles. I feel pretty confident with this mix. It seems pretty easy, actually.
Yeah, it's real easy. You'll get the hang of it. You can use it all the time.
And for your own convenience, those of you watching, we actually will go ahead and put the bubble mix recipe up in front of the camera here, and that way you can see for yourself exactly how it measures.
Yeah, butterfly.